question, I don't care. I didn't rehearse with an audience behind me. I'm sorry. To create the illusion of a personal connection with the audience, I would like to tell you folks where I'm from. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. He gets it. I grew up on the poor side of Memphis, which is to say Memphis. And Memphis is 80% black. So I was about 7 before I realized I wasn't black. Because we were very poor, we didn't have any mirrors, which isn't a problem. I just thought I was black, and that's fine. No joke, just true. What was I gonna say about Memphis? I think Memphis is a really great place. The South in general is a really great place. We're very considerate about racism. I know that's a controversial thing to say, but think about it. We have clearly labeled our racists. You know who they are. Hey Tim, come here, hold this flag. Thanks. What's the X for? X marks the spot. Spot of what? Nothing. Just hold it. Can I wear it on a baseball hat? Man, do whatever you want. Just don't lose it. We need to spot you. Like, there's rational people in the South. Like, we know. We see them, okay? We see the crazy people. We know. There was a fire, actually, at the governor's mansion in Memphis, and the whole trailer park was decimated. Which is to say it was reduced by 1/10. Yeah, I went to college. I don't know if it counts. I went to University of Memphis. Cool. We'll talk later. I double majored actually in theater and philosophy, mainly because I never wanted to be burdened with money. Is this working? I'm just doing like every little bit back here. You guys feel included? I don't make eye contact with anyone back there. I do this thing where I look in between people. I'm just like, it works. Because you guys can't tell. What was I saying about philosophy? Oh, self-burden with money. Who gives a shit? Anyways, Christmas happened, which was a surprise. Because I have, I forget what it's called, but I can't remember numbers. Like, I actually have it's a form of dyslexia. I have an inability to remember numbers. So Christmas and my birthday always surprise me, which is awesome, except when you get gifts you don't want. Because you have to talk through your teeth, and you're like, oh, thank you very much for this. Oh, it's a pillow with an owl on it. That's very trendy. Very good, very good. And then you have to turn it over like you're checking it out, but you're just looking for the gift receipt. And then you have to work into conversation where they got it from. Like, where do you find this anyway? Target? No. Do you want to go there? With this pillow? What's worse than getting a gift you don't want is getting a gift you think you want. Because then you really sell the lie. You're like, oh great, this is what I wanted, and later they talk about it. Like, I've never been able to give up the video games, and I know I'm getting too old for it because I put an article in front of it now, and I know the is an article. I went to college, and I already said that. Okay. And one of the video games that came out recently is a game called Skyrim. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the details, but any fantasy game ever starts like this. You are the only one that is destined to save the world. And then plot, it's fine. But this game is a lie. It's a dirty lie. It starts out with a dragon. Awesome! Dragons are awesome! Anything voiced by Sean Connery is awesome. It's a fact. And then this guy comes in and he's like, you have to kill the dragons. I'm like, I don't want to kill the dragons. They're awesome. And I go, okay, fine. You know what? I'll buy your bullshit. Let's go kill the dragon. dragon. No, first you have to make a sword. Okay? Now you have to sharpen the sword. Now you have to make armor. Now you have to improve the armor. Now you have to improve. Listen, I work 40 hours a day. I didn't come home to enter a fantasy world in which the only way to improve my character is to get a job. I actually loaded the game today just so I could tell the blacksmith I wasn't coming to work. I have a cold. You don't sound like you have a cold. Yeah, well, you are going to die in the town you grew up in. And you're a fictional person. Why am I arguing with you? And the other thing that happened today, I tried to buy a house because there's real estate. And they're like, no, you can't. You don't have enough gold. And I was like, motherfucker, if I wanted that experience, I would go to a bank and ask for a loan. Then I could have a real world experience of not being able to buy a house. It doesn't cost me $60 to have somebody tell me that I can't buy a house. And they have free pens at the bank. Next time you go to the bank, ask them if you can have their pen. Because they have to say yes. And just watch the look on their face, because they don't want to say yes to me. They're like, you're not getting a loan. Can I have your pen? Yes. I think am I the only other married person here? I know. You're three of us, 4 of us, 5 of us. I've been married for about 2 years because I misread Amazon's return policy. You have to return it unopened. Don't think about it. It's not that funny anyways. And I really should have read the fine print because she is actually a master of Pavlovian conditioning. Yeah. Which was fine at first. But the other day she asked me, honey? Oh no, sorry, that's not how she talks. She asked, do you want a vacuum? She's Asian, that's not racist. It's just how she talks. I didn't give her that voice, okay? Looking at me all Asian-y all the time. And it's weird that she has that accent because she doesn't even speak Asian. No, I'm sorry, that's offensive. Asianese. I think that's right. And she asked me if I wanted to vacuum, and I actually got up and walked to the vacuum before I thought to myself, that was a question. Do I want to vacuum? No. I do not want to vacuum. Do you want to have sex? I see what you're driving at. So the other day, I was vacuuming of my own free will. And I don't have an end to the joke, I just got the light. My name is Stephen Carignan. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for having me. Go ahead. That was awesome. One more time, Stephen Carignan.